welcome to the divisional round of the AFC playoffs, the first playoff game of this Tecmo Super Bros season. We've got the Indianapolis Colts, we've got the Oakland Raiders, and I've got my longtime friend and colleague, Taint Supper, here to call the game with me. How are you, Taint?
I am doing better than a hog in the spring. Here we are. The weather is nice. The ball is in the air. And the playoffs have started, Dick.
The playoffs have started with a touchback from Jeff Moonpie Jagger. He can really boot the ball. And the Colts are going to take over from their 20-yard line. What do you think the game plan is for this Indianapolis Colts offense today, Taint?
Well, this Colts team they have 10 wins. They've been showing off this season from time to time. But when they turn the ball over, old Jeff Rumbros George can be their best weapon, their best friend, but also their worst enemy.
He sure can. The Colts actually been outscored by their opponents this year. Turnovers, one factor there as Rumproast misses a wide open receiver on the first play from scrimmage. Here he gives off the left edge to Anthony Alley-Cat Johnson, who's brought down immediately.
And this Colts offense is going to have Rump Roast on the right side. And those running backs, whether it be Alley-Cat or Working Man, they're going to have to do their part too.
Yeah, they need to have a balanced attack. That's when they're at their most successful. And here, Alley-Cat again off the right side and brought down immediately in a big-time 3-and-out here for the Raiders to start this game.
And that defense is just coming off the field, hooting and hollering, just excited. The 3-and-out, no yards, just not the way you want to start it for the Colts.
Not at all, and you can feel the crowd deflate, and that's exactly what you want as the away team in a playoff game. Isn't that right, Tate?
That is, and Murphy Bed looked like he maybe had some space, but then quickly was taken down.
He's a dangerous returner, but the punt coverage team does their job getting to him quickly here. Jeff, the former Hostetler, gives up the middle to Smith. That's Steve Barncat Smith. Out of the backfield, the fullback.
They got a lot of weapons on that list. It is formatted differently, as we have discussed with Kevin and the problems of his formatting. But there goes the Barncat.
Yeah, it took us a little bit there to find the Barncat on the roster that we have Kevin draw up for us. But, you know, this running game is a dangerous part of this Raiders offense. And here the Farmer elects to go with his feet and picks up 9 yards on the ground.
Looked like he maybe had the Murphy Bed running free, but then he just took it under his legs and he got the first down.
Yeah, I really didn't see a lot of pressure getting to the Farmer there either, but he saw a lane anyway, and he gives to Gaston Green, who's brought down in the backfield to set up a 3rd and about 6 here for the Raiders on their opening drive.
And this is just not what they wanted, from a 2nd and short to a 3rd and almost long. What will the Farmer do?
He come out in the single back, and he's going to give Gaston. No, it's a play fake off the right side, and he's taking a shot to Murphy Bed. He's got him. He's open, but what a play by the defensive back to swat it away.
It looked like that he had missed it, and do me a favor, click on the folder and make sure that came up. Okay,
it
good.
Sure did.
It just did not pop into the chat, so I wanted to make sure.
Interesting. I did hit the top.
You did, and it did the check mark. So I'll have to check on it. It could be a button.
Not a necessity that it's in the chat, but good of you to catch that and to know that we've got no worrisome technical difficulties going on here as the punt gets booted away to
it's old French
fry Verdin.
And he's going to take a touchback again, Dick. He just does not want to get that ball caught while he's in the end zone.
Yeah, a couple big legs on this Oakland Raiders kicking team. That's Jeff the Rice Man Gossett sending it all the way to the back of the end zone. The Colts and Rump Roast take over again at their 20 out of the gun. Across the middle, he's going to find Hester, Jesse Sweet Pepper Hester. And he's one of his favorite targets there, Taint.
Well, that Rump Roast to Sweet Pepper connection is just about their best connection on this side of the ball, and they'll ride that whether it's good or bad.
He's one of the better and more dangerous slot receivers in the league. Here, the shovel pass goes nowhere, almost costs them a turnover.
And it just looked like the defense was all like that, over like that, with like a pig on an apple.
They had that play figured out from the get-go, and Rump Roast here with the split back on a kind of big 3rd down here. They'd like to get some momentum. He's going to pick their covered receiver, and that's going to be intercepted by McDaniel. Big turnover in their own half.
And that is just the problem with the Rump Rose from time to time. He can sling it, but he's sometimes not accurate, and that gives defense a chance to intercept it. And now here comes the Farmer and the Raiders.
Yeah, Rump Roast will definitely take shots all over the field, and sometimes it costs him. Here, though, the Colts defense doing their job and bringing Gaston the Villain Green down the backfield.
And just both defenses all over everything right now, stopping the ball, catching the receivers, intercepting. And let's see if these offenses can adapt.
Here, the Farmer with a wide open man across the middle. That's Horton. And he's going to pick up a big chunk and get down near the 20 of the Indianapolis Colts.
And that is interesting. He is not on the table here. That means there was an injury.
There must be an injury, and he's a backup because we do have all the Colts starters listed here.
Well, it is a Raider player that we was looking at.
Oh, you've got the ball. Yeah. They've got the ball. Kevin. No, he's still a bench player. He's been right. Never mind. You can't blame Kevin for that. We keep the starting rosters on the paper here. The Farmer, though, Murphy bed wide open, but he bumps it to Gaston, the Villain Green, and he's going to get in. He had multiple options, and that was the right one.
And the Farmer and the Gaston, the Villain, and the Raiders are going to take that drive, the go-ahead score there, Dick. Let's just take a look at that one and see maybe how he was open.
Take us through it, Taint, as Gaston, the Villain Green, gets his first receiving touchdown of these playoffs.
Well, with the play action, the defense just freezes for a second, and the running back gets behind the first line. Great pass in stride at the 5, and then he's in the end zone before they even knew what's going on.
Yeah, you love to see the play action work so effectively. You can see the entire secondary pretty much collapse when he faked the handoff. That's exactly what you want to see as the offensive coordinator for the Oakland Raiders. Here, Rump Roast, trying to get something going and at least secure the ball here. Alley Cat picks up 5.
Well, that's what they need to do, Dick. Just move the ball, get time, get yardage. But, sooner or later, that time's going to become a factor.
Yeah, and you can't just air the ball out yet, right, Tay? They still got to try to maintain balance and establish that run. And here they try to do just that. Alley Cat does well to avoid a few guys, but he's going to be brought down the backfield.
Well, and that is just what that Raiders defense is thinking, Dick. They do not want to just turn it over to Rump Roast and let him air it out after that interception and, how he's come into the game this season. So they're looking for the run, but here they throw him.
Here, he's going downfield, and he's going to miss by a mile. I don't know if that ball was slick or something. It looked like it might have slipped out of his hand because that was nowhere near his intended target, Tank.
Well, he just getting maybe a little frustrated, a little tilted. He just, them Gators miss one too many hogs. You can see that little bit of anger growl they get.
And here, Stark punts this ball away way downfield. It's going to go in the end zone. Will Murphy Bed bring it out? No. Makes the wise decision and takes the knee for the touchback.
Well, those punts are always just so well covered that even though you want to, that is a good decision there from the Murphy Bed.
Yeah, good pursuit there by the coverage team of the Colts. The Gunners doing their game and the few punts so far this game. The Farmer dropping back over the middle into trouble. And a diving Lofton can't get his hands on it.
And it just looked like maybe one of them receivers wasn't sure if it was to them. The other one, wasn't sure if it was to the other guy. And then it just falls incomplete.
Sure did. That was James the Phantom Lofton. They call him Phantom because he just comes out of nowhere in the secondary. We'll sneak up on the defensive back here. Farmer with time, but he almost waits through it. Murphy Bed's wide open downfield. He's going to find him with a beautiful diving catch. Can he get up? Yes, he's got a defender on him. He's brought down. Big play from the Raiders there.
And oh no, Murphy Bed is down, and that is not good for the Raiders in this game or moving forward. My goodness.
This is terrible. This is terrible to see as a fan, terrible to see if you're on the Raiders team, that's for sure. He's one of their best players. He's a leader in that clubhouse, and he's a big play machine, and that's going to hurt Taint.
And it will. He is just about one of the best returners, best receivers in the league. So more of the weight's gonna fall to the villain, the farmer, and these rest of these receivers.
And here the ball falls into the hands of Barncat Smith again, who's shedding tacklers all over the place. What a powerful and impressive run there on first down, Taint.
And that was, he just doesn't have the quite speed or the step maybe, but man, with the power there was he able to get through some of those defenders.
And they've got a nice 1-2 punch in that backfield due to the Raiders. And here Gaston the Villain Green, the pacier back, cuts it outside, sheds a tackle, and picks up a first down and gets inside the red zone.
And here the Raiders have said, okay, no Murphy bed, we just gonna run it a couple times, and they just still get success.
Yeah, they're really starting to build some momentum and get a rhythm on offense here. The ground game getting it done on this drive. He's got everyone open downfield. Will he make the right decision? Over to Galt, and that's going to be intercepted by Stargell in the end zone. My goodness.
And just a poor decision there from the farmer. He had receivers open there, Dick, and Willie Galt wasn't one of them.
No, the insurance man is the target he elected to go for, but he had 3 other wide receivers wide open, 2 of them in the end zone. The farmer making a Rump-Roastian error there as Jeff Rump-Roast George gets under center again and hits a leaping working man Culver. That's quite a catch there from the tailback.
And a nice throw and catch there, but they do need to move the ball in chunks here at the end of the second quarter, Dick. It's just about 33 ticks later.
Yeah, they've got 1, maybe 2 plays remaining if they're quick into coverage here. Right across the 50-yard line, almost another interception there from the Rump Roast.
Well, it's just everyone was covered there, so he had to put it somewhere, and wherever he did, there was defenders.
Yeah, the secondary did their job on that play. Rump Roast out in the strong eye. He's got a man running downfield on the sidelines open. He elects to go across the middle. The decision-making from Rump Roast has been poor, to say the least, so far.
And they will get one more play, but I do not know if it will help. If Rump Roast can't see that open man on that play, I don't know if he's going to see the open man on this play.
Yeah, his vision is something to question right now. He has time. Over the middle goes to Cash, who makes a little move, gets across the 50, but that's how time's going to tick away here in the first half, Taint.
And that was Kerry Candy Corn Cash, the first time we was able to say his name here in the first half. And Rump Roast and this Colts offense has got to change something, Dick. They're getting yardage, but it's just not enough, and they need to stop turning the ball over. We see whatever the farmer here can do, but now he without his favorite receiver, Murphy back, and maybe they're going to rely a little bit heavier there on the run. Let's take a look at these first half highlights and see how we got there, Dick.
With a beautiful diving catch, can he get up? Yes, he's got a defender on him. He's brought down. Big play from the Raiders there.
And oh no, Murphy Bet is down, and that is not good for the Raiders in this game or moving forward. My goodness.
Nowhere in the secondary. Will sneak up on the defensive back here. Farmer with time, but he almost waits through it. Murphy Bet's wide open downfield. He's going to find him with a beautiful diving catch. Can he get up? Yes, he's got a defender on him. He's brought down. Big play from the Raiders there. Yep. They've got the ball. Kevin, no, he's still a bench player. He's bench player. Never mind. You can't blame Kevin for that. We keep the starting rosters on the paper here. The farmer, though, Murphy Bet wide open, but he bumps it to Gaston to Villain Green, and he's going to get in. He had multiple options, and that was the right one.
Pig on an apple.
They had that play figured out from the get-go, and Rump Roast here with the split back on a kind of big third down here. They'd like to get some momentum. He's going to pick their covered receiver, and that's going to be intercepted by McDaniel. Big turnover in their own half. Here's on their opening drive.
And this is just not what they wanted from a second and short to a third and almost long. What will the farmer do?
They come out in the single back, and he's going to give Gaston. No, it's a play fake off the right side, and he's taking a shot to Murphy Bet. He's got him. He's open, but what a play by the defensive back to swat it away.
Done it a couple times, and they just still get success.
Yeah, they're really starting to build some momentum and get a rhythm on offense here. The ground game getting it done on this drive. He's got everyone open downfield. Will he make the right decision? Over to Galt, and that's going to be intercepted by Stargell in the end zone. My goodness. And with a beautiful diving catch, can he get up? Yes, he's got a defender on him. He's brought down. Big play from the Raiders there.
And oh no, Murphy Bet is down, and that is not good for the Raiders in this game or moving forward. My goodness.
And with a beautiful diving catch, can he get up? Yes, he's got a defender on him. He's brought... Here we are back with the...
You might even want to do the speaker.
Yeah.
Because that'll get you there. Kevin wasn't doing it.
Yeah. I'm hearing an echo, Kevin. You get the speaker. Thank you. Here we are back for the second half of this AFC divisional round matchup. The Colts down 7-0. What do you think was the talk in the locker rooms there at halftime, Taint?
Well, the Colts team was telling each other we are still within striking distance if we just play our game, make our moves, and do our due diligence, we will win this game. They, without the Murphy bed, they're going to be one-dimensional. But here we go.
Here, the farmer finds another target. That's Ethan Horton. That's the name. We'll have to find one for him because he's making a difference here in this game. That's his second catch across the middle, and he picks up a bunch after it.
And he is just coming out of either the slot or the tight end, split out a little bit, making the catch, making the play.
Farmer under center here, already in Colts territory rather. Gaston, was that the villain or a barn cat? I didn't quite see.
That was the villain on the best play of the game for maybe one of the first times it was not jumped on by the defense.
Yeah, they've been keying on that run game. They know they like to run Gaston the villain green off that right off tackle spot. Here they go left. Instead of going to the sideline, he cuts it back in field. Looked like he had the sticks if he stayed outside, Taint.
It did look like he had some movement, some space outside towards the sideline, but by going inside, he was short, and now they're kind of short still.
Yeah, they're going to go to the air here on third down. He's got men open, goes downfield, and he's going to throw another interception. I'm not sure who he was aiming for here, but he missed him by a mile, and the Colts with a big turnover.
My goodness, Dick. I do not know what happened there. Oh, the farmer doesn't know whether to cry or clean his carburetor. I do not know who that ball was to. My goodness, what around here though?
Oh my goodness! My goodness! What a turn of events there. It looked like who was that? Johnson. No, once again, I believe that was Culver. Ronnie Working Man Culver had the ball. It was stripped. I'm going to miss the replay now. It's going to be all right. What an exciting twist to the start of the second half of this game, Taint.
And my goodness, and this is like when you go to the dance hall and they kind of play one of those two-step numbers. You're like, here we go.
Yeah, they had lulled me there for a while in the game. It was, a little bit of an uneventful first half, and then the halftime show, I got a little distracted, ate a couple carbs, and I felt a little nappy, and that brought me back to life. What a turn of events there, the interception and then the fumble.
And here we go. The Colts say we will not go quietly into the night, but here comes the farmer, and he has some space. Here we go.
Looks like he's going to tuck it and run, decides to stop just before the line, and he hits James the Phantom Lofton for 6.
And that's 2 scores now. These Colts offense, that run pros haven't shown much about nothing, and they're going to have to show much about something here soon if they're going to change the momentum.
Yeah, what disappointment there for the Colts. They came out, had a big turnover on the Raiders' first drive of the second half. Looked like they may be making this a ball game. Instead, the ball gets punched out of Rodney Working Man Culver's hands, and the Raiders capitalize and now lead by 2 touchdowns.
And what a play from that special teams, just how quickly they're able to get down there and get on that returner.
Yeah, the special teams coverage has been great by both teams so far. They have dangerous returners. Well, although the Raiders did unfortunately get hurt, we hope he's able to make it back to the next round if the Raiders do advance. Here, Rumpros decides to run it, tucks it, and picks up 12. Wasn't moving very quickly, but he got the ground that he needed to get, Taint.
And that Colts sideline just erupted as Rumpros went running down the side, and that just shows how into it is. They are fired up on this Colts team right now.
That will really ignite it. That one here in the backfield immediately as the entire Raiders front as Winston Moss brings down Rumpros for a sack.
Let's take a look at that touchdown there here for a second, Dick.
Yeah, of course. What did you see in the touchdown there from the farmer that you wanted to say?
So he just started stepping up and just got that one defender to move at just a little bit on the line and just froze the safety, and Lofton was able to get it. It was just such a nice little move there from the farmer.
Yeah, displaying his athleticism and his decision-making there. He's played pretty well so far besides that one interception where he tried to fit it into a window that maybe he just shouldn't have. Here, Rumpros just outside his 20. He's going to be pressured and brought down again. This Oakland Raiders defense is turning it up, Taint.
And they have come to play. They are taking over. Not much to do right now if you are the Rump Roast and the Colts.
Yeah, they really need to get something going through the air here. I think they've only completed one pass so far. Here, Rumpros taking a shot downfield into coverage, intercepted, and Taint. That might just about do it.
2 scores heading into the fourth quarter. Not much left to play, and you know what? Maybe it's time to put a candle in the window there for these Colts this year.
That seems like the Raiders maybe sending them packing as Barncat Smith gets his hands on the ball again. You got to assume you're going to see a lot of running from the Raiders here as they try to milk this clock, Taint.
Well, it's much the opposite on the farm. I think the Colts going to see a lot of the Barncat from here on out.
I get it. Here, the farmer was split back. Who's he going to give to? It's Barncat up the middle.
Oh,
he's tackled by the first man who meets him. That rarely happens, Taint.
That lineman on the defensive side made such a nice play there, Dick, to get his hands on Barncat. Now, he wasn't going to go forever, but he's going to get some space.
Yeah, you can bet assured that this Colts defense and Colts team isn't going to give up. Here, downfield, I thought the defensive back made the play, but it went straight through his arms. And Galt, the insurance man, he's going to come down with a big catch for the Raiders.
Just seeing how he replaced Murphy Bed today and what he has done, he really is the insurance man.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how this offense would function once Murphy Bed went down, but the ground game has picked up the slack, and Willie, the insurance man, Galt, has filled the role when he's needed to.
And this Raiders offense and defense and just entire team just has controlled this game. It says only 14-0, but it's just never been in question.
Yeah, the Colts never really threatened, never really showed any signs of life today as Barncat takes it down inside the 5. The Raiders threatening again here as the fourth quarter ticks away.
And they are just as happy to just keep on moving this ball slowly. If they get in now, that's great. If you give us another play, we're going to take that too.
Here, Barncat again off the top side. Wide open spaces. Runs it in, untouched. Raiders going to the next round.
And my goodness, it just seems like this Colts team is giving up here, Dick. This could get just kind of ugly here in these last couple minutes.
Yeah, they're really showing no signs of life now. The Raiders got to be so excited with the display they've put on today on all sides of the ball. And you know what? The Houston Oilers are watching this game thinking, hey, we've got a tough opponent coming our way next week.
Well, that is the benefit of having the bye week is you get to watch the game and see what is going on in the league, in the playoffs. And it helps you prepare. And these guys are going to be tired. They've got a week of football. The Oilers got a week of rest.
You know, what do you think those Oilers are seeing from this Raiders team that might scare them or might affect their game plan going into next week?
Well, it is just that it is difficult to game plan around a team that can run the ball and throw the ball, Dick. Because if they was only good at one, you could just focus on stopping that. But this Raiders team, they're good at both.
Yeah, they are a well-balanced offense and have been all year. Today, the Colts got a front row seat a little bit closer than they'd like to have been to that display. Here, Rumpros out in the shotgun inside his own 20. Colts just looking for something as he's going to be brought down in the backfield by Greg Townsend, and this is just getting tough to watch, Taint.
Well, and you expect as a 10-6 team to have you had a good season. You must have played well enough to win 10 games, and then you come out in the playoffs and lay an egg like this. That even though you had a good regular season, the questions are going to start up.
And as I pointed out early in the game, they were outscored by their opponents this season, which, lends me to believe that they were winning some tight ones and losing some blowouts. And here, the Raiders handed them their last blowout of the season.
And these Raiders team is just going to try to get off here in a couple plays, stay healthy, see you next week, Houston.
Your Barn Cat takes it up the middle, and they'll be slow to the line as they watch the time tick away here in the fourth.
And there is no victory formation, so they have to run it, they have to throw it, they have to do something.
Yeah, they can't just kneel the ball, so it is somewhat of an injury risk here that they have to take these next couple plays. You would hate to see the villain go down as well. They'd be in real trouble going into Houston without their starting wide receiver and tailback.
Well, that would just make the Houston Oilers' day, I think, to see that. But hopefully we won't with 35 ticks left. Here comes the Barn Cat. A first down would have ended it, Dick.
Yeah, first down would have ran the time off. It's going to get down under 10, and as long as they just select a run play, or even a pass play, any play is going to be the last play of the game here as the Raiders come out to take us home here. Indianapolis fans just been demoralized all day.
And there it is, a couple broken tackles on the last play, just that little bit of demoralization for the Colts. But how can you be more demoralized than 21-0, 2 picks from your starting quarterback, the other team's starting receiver injured? That was not the right thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Click the top one. The top answer. Click that. Yeah, now you can close it. Yeah, because see, you tried to open all of those files into there, so it's going to take a sec. There, yeah. And
I did. Yeah.
And just, the Barn Cat there at the end, the time control, the entire control of the game there from the Raiders, it was never in doubt there, Dick.
Yeah, Rumpros never showed up. He had one of those bad games we alluded that he could have. As we end our broadcast here and take a look at the highlights from that second half.
Top one. Side towards the sideline, but by going inside, he was short, and now they kind of short still.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. They're going to go to the air here on third down. He's got men open, goes downfield, and he's going to throw another interception. I'm not sure who he was aiming for here, but he missed him by a mile, and the Colts with a big turnover. Fumble.
And here we go. The Colts say we will not go quietly into the night, but here comes the farmer, and he has some space. Here we go.
Looks like he's going to tuck it and run. Decides to stop just before the line, and he hits James, the Phantom Lofton, for 6.
The rump roast and the Colts.
Yeah, they really need to get something going through the air here. I think they've only completed one pass so far. Here, Rump Roast taking a shot downfield into coverage, intercepted, and Taint. That might just about do it.
And they are just as happy to just keep on moving this ball slowly. If they get in now, that's great. If you give us another play, we're going to take that too.
Here, Barncat again off the top side. Wide open spaces. Runs it in, untouched. Raiders going to the next round.
Here we go, Hammer. Welcome to Game 2 of the NFC Divisional Playoff of Tecmo Super Bros. We have the New York Giants versus the Green Bay Packers. I'm Steve Wingels, as here as always with my co-host and partner, Beau Hammerton. Playoff football today, Hammer. How are you feeling?
Oh, you know exactly how I'm feeling, Wingo. There is nothing better than playoff football. It's cold out. It's win or go home. It's my favorite time of year. I can't wait to watch this matchup between two teams that have just really performed well this season.
And it's a big matchup. Handyman versus the Dungeon Master. The kickoff from Turkey Jerky. And here Bennett brings it out to the 40. A nice return, Hammer. Injuries plaguing teams this time of year. So there are a few people around the league not with any nicknames, but perfect time to earn them.
Yeah, this is what happens. It's a war of attrition in the NFL football season. Guys go down, and in the playoffs, unsung heroes show up.
And the Dungeon Master from the shotgun under a little bit of pressure. He finds Harris downfield, but he is covered, and that ball will fall incomplete. A little bit of excitement there on the first play, Hammer.
I love to see it. You know, Dungeon Master loves to sling the rock, loves to take chances. He's got one of the best arms this league has ever seen, and I'm excited to see what he can do today.
And here he is, under center, on the pitch. Is it the reverse? No, it's Stevens. He's around the top side with a 2-yard gain. That's John Gumshoe Stevens, Hammer.
Yeah, they'll run that play and run that reverse off it a handful of times in the game. It's really a staple of their offense. There, I thought the outside linebacker had to play, slipped, and Gumshoe was able to get outside.
And here's a Dungeon Master, 3rd and long. He has a man downfield. He has some pressure. He finds him. He slings it. He will fall in it. He will catch it. That is Harris.
Milky Way, that's the tight end.
Jackie Milky Way Harris on the reception. Nice throw and catch there, Hammer.
Jackie Milky Way Harris is big. He's physical. He's tough to bring down, and the Dungeon Master trusts him to put a ball into coverage and make him go get it.
And here now the Dungeon Master and the Packers threatening. Down to go route, who will catch it at the 8, into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers!
Absolutely beautiful, Wingo. I mean, the Dungeon Master, one of the all-time greats in this league, and here he's putting on display just why that is. What a pitch and catch there to go route.
And let's see that, Hammer. What a gunslinger. The Dungeon Master comes out and expects to do what you would expect on the first drive of the game.
He sure does. Watch as he drops back, go route, gets a great release and breaks downfield. Looks like he's going to cut into the post. Ends up going downfield far.
And there's a fumble on the kick, Hammer. But my goodness. We're good now. I hit way too many buttons. We fixed it, though.
Yeah, button happy. That was it. I missed one on my game, though, too.
It was in the small screen, too.
Is that what was happening?
The fumble was down there, yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
And I tried to bring it back, but then I hit the wrong button.
See, that's what needs to happen when we throw the, should I talk about it now? A little inside the game here.
Inside baseball right here.
Throw the highlight read. You got to make sure you watch the little screen, or I guess the little screen is this screen, correct?
Well, I tried to switch it back. I hit the wrong button.
But as long as you could cut me off to just start making the call of what's happening. You know what I mean? Because I'm not looking at. I had no idea the fumble was happening. I'm calling the replay.
I saw the little square pop up fumble language, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Well, here, the first time the handyman gets to touch the ball, they are 2nd and 9 from the 41. He drops back, doesn't see anything he likes, and we get taken down for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, it's good pressure there from the Packers defensive front there. Looked like he had a guy running open downfield. The handyman didn't see him. And I know I've been talking up the Dungeon Master, but Phil Handyman Sims is no slouch himself. I expect fireworks from this Giants offense as well.
And here's the handyman from the shotgun. He does not have time. The defenseman breaks through, and he will be fighting it off for a very long time, but eventually taken down.
Fighting for his life was the handyman. I can't believe he stayed up that long. But eventually reinforcements came for Bill Moss, and the Packers bring him down. Force a turnover on downs here.
And now the pressure is going to be on this Giants defense, Hammer, with how the Dungeon Master sliced them up originally. Now the problem is they could go down 2 scores.
Yeah, 2 scores is tough to come back from in these Tecmo Super Bros games. You know, the clock is ticking, all is sliding away. It's a quick game. but you usually have to keep pace with your opponents throughout if you want to stay in touch.
And here's the Dungeon Master from the shotgun, and the defense will come through, jumping the snap and be a quick takedown and a quick 10-yard loss.
That's exactly what the Giants needed there. You can tell this defense is fired up, and you can tell Pepper Johnson is fired up. Did you see the way he blasted through that line there, Wingo?
I did. That whole line seemed so quick on the snap. They were almost early, but here on their reverse, no. Gumshoe takes it himself, and he makes one man miss. We'll get a 9-yard gain, but they still have 10 more to go on this third down.
Yeah, they just picked up what they lost on first down, and that is an impressive run, an impressive move. John Gumshoe Stevens there on the toss fake reverse.
And here the Dungeon Master hands it off. No, it's a play action and a roll. He has go route, and he will see him down the sideline, and the leaping defender will miss it at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and coming. He will score. Go route, touchdown.
What a throw and what a play. These two are a dynamic duo. They're one of the most dangerous tandems in the NFL. And Dungeon Master right there drops it just over the leaping fingers of the defensive back right into the breadbasket for go route. These two are fun to watch, Taint.
And let's take a look at that, Hammer. Just as you said, what a pass, dropping it over the fingertips of the leaping defender.
Yeah, you can see it was decent coverage, but Go Route was able to just sneak behind him a little bit. The defender elected to make the aggressive play, go for the swat, didn't touch it. Go Route was ready, and he scores. I thought they were going to catch him there right by the goal line. Wingo.
And my goodness, that is I'm going to get a shot caller, I swear, Hammer. But here now, the handyman really under pressure probably to score before this half ends, Hammer. And he pitches the funky bunch. He has a little bit of space. He makes a few men miss. He'll get a first down.
Yeah, I expect to get a taste of the ground game here from the Giants. I don't think they put the ball in the hands of either of their two talented tailbacks last drive. It was all air. So I expect them to do the opposite this time.
And with a man in motion, the handyman hands off. No, it's a flea flicker, and it almost worked. Hammer twicked the defender, but he was able to get back to handyman. My goodness. That's the heartbreaker.
Reggie Heartbreaker White is one of the best in the business. Will go down as one of the best to ever play the game. And he gets his big arms around Phil Simms, or around Rodney Milkshake Hampton there, and brings him down in the backfield.
No, that was the handyman, Hammer. It was the pitchback that he got. It was the quarterback. And
right here again.
A play action, and he will be caught from behind again by the Heartbreaker. And can you feel the momentum right now in this building, Hammer?
Only Phil Collins, Wingo, because I can feel it coming in the air tonight, and what it is a blowout. These Packers are just all over the Giants right now. My goodness.
And here the handyman from the shotgun. You have to figure they're jumping this. No, they're not. He has time. He has a man downfield. He will get the ball off to way downfield, the polka dot, and it will fall incomplete for a fourth down.
I like that they're taking a deep shot there, trying to pick up the sticks, saying, hey, if it gets intercepted, it's just as good as a punt at this point. And it almost fell into the arms of the Howard polka dot cross there.
Oh, no. That is the worst possible thing. A blocked punt into a touchdown. Wow.
Matt Brock, the special teams player for this Packers defense, is impressive. He's done that 4 times this year, but not scored, but blocked punts. And he's on the interior of that punt press team. He's coming through the interior line and making those blocks. That's just absolutely incredible.
And here we are, Hammer, 21-0 with 3 to play in the second quarter, and that touchback almost seems like a shell-shock touchback from the Giants.
Yeah, these Giants don't know whether to... A line from my good friend Taint Supper. Cry or clean their carburetors. I like that one a lot. I might steal that from him.
Well, you were one of those guys that always worked on your truck and vehicle, so I imagine you have some good memories about cleaning your carburetor.
I tell you what, I've cried a few times over a couple carburetors. I mean, I do like being in there, getting my hands dirty. I'm a bit of a gearhead.
And we appreciate you, chatter, Trek reviewer. I can't see what that is. That's a wave. And here we on the pitch is Funky Bunch. He has a little bit of room here, Hammer. He has some space first down.
Wow,
He will get across the 50. Biggest play here from the Giants. And is that a little spark that can maybe set him off?
Yeah, the Funky Bunch is the pace to Rodney Milkshake Hampton's power. He can really scamper, and there you saw. I thought that the safety and the defensive back had the angle on him. No, he turns on the Jets and runs the ball across the midfield, and the Giants showing life.
And they give it the Funky Bunch again. This time he was met by a defender, but still not after 6 yards, Hammer.
Yeah, they're still going to the ground every single time here. They're not abandoning that run game, down 21-0. And, you know, they're running out of time, but maybe they're setting up for something downfield.
And Handyman finds Harmonica Jackson across the middle, Hammer. My goodness, what a quick throw and catch there to get the first down.
Yeah, Handyman finally showing what he's capable of. That's a tight window there that he fit that ball in. What a zip there from Phil Simms.
And Handyman threatening here, a minute left in the half, and again Reggie, the Heartbreaker White will break through, but the Handyman gets away, and he cannot get the ball off, Hammer. My goodness, so close.
I can't tell you how absolutely impressive it is right there that Phil Handyman Simms escaped the grasps of Reggie Heartbreaker White. He's one of the strongest guys I've ever met, Reggie White, and he had his arms wrapped around Phil Simms. But you can just see the fight in the Handyman right there in a play like that, Wingo.
And now 46 ticks left from the 40 and no from the 50. My goodness, Hammer, what was once promising is now not promising for the Giants.
Yeah, that's the fifth sack of the game there by the Packers. And these Giants just haven't been able to figure it out yet on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, when you look at their pass plays, though, Hammer, they do have a rough go at it when you really start thinking about it.
Yeah, it's a tough playbook to choose from there for the Giants, but they've got to do with the best of what you got. That pass is going to be blocked there from the Handyman.
And here,
tough first half.
4th and 30. I mean, I guess you actually have to kick it, because you can't pick the one pass play that could do it, because that is the pass play the defense will pick. And here the punter under pressure again. My goodness, will he get it off? Wow. Yes, he does, Hammer. And that will fall into the end zone for a touchback. And that will end the half, Hammer. But it's been all Dungeon Master so far.
Yeah, he's been incredibly impressive, and just as impressive has been the Packers defense. They've completely suffocated the Giants. And we'll take a peek at the stats here once Kevin brings them up. Look at the lopsidedness to this game. Dungeon Master, 75% completion for $127. He's got 2 touchdowns. His favorite target, Sterling go route sharp. Gumshoe's got his hands twice on the ball. Now the Giants did have some success running it on that last drive, but ultimately it ended in a midfield punt. They're gonna need to come out as a completely different group here in the second half, and let's take a look at how we got here in the first half.
Chatter, Trek reviewer, I can't see what that is. That's a wave. And here we on the pitch is Funky Bunch. He has a little bit of room here, Hammer. He has some space first down. He will get across the 50. Biggest play here from the Giants, and is that a little spark that can maybe set him off?
Yeah, the Milky Way Harris is big. He's physical. He's tough to bring down, and the Dungeon Master trusts him to put a ball into coverage and make him go get it.
And here now the Dungeon Master and the Packers threatening. Down to go route, who will catch it at the 8, into the end zone. Touchdown, Packers!
John Gumshoe Stevens there on the toss fake reverse.
And here the Dungeon Master hands it off. No, it's a play action and a roll. He has go route, and he will see him down the sideline, and the leaping defender will miss it at the 20, 15, 10, 5, and coming. He will score. Go route, touchdown!
What? Down. I like that they're taking a deep shot there, trying to pick up the sticks, saying, hey, if it gets intercepted, it's just as good as a punt at this point. And it almost fell into the arms of the Howard polka dot cross there.
Oh, no. That is the worst possible thing. A blocked punt into a touchdown. Wow. And here, Hammer, a chatter. Could you imagine if the Bills had the foresight to pick up Reggie White in the 1984 supplemental draft, then add Bruce Smith with the first pick in 1985? It's crazy. Or even if the Philadelphia Eagles kept Reggie White, Hammer. My goodness.
Yeah, you love to look back over the history of the NFL and think of the what could have beens, the what might have beens, and sometimes the what should have beens. And yeah, the Bills, I'm sure, were upset with themselves after that happened, and then Reggie White went on to have the career that he did.
And here, let's go to the second half, Hammer. The kicker is coming out onto the field to take it. That is, of course, good job, Kevin, on the names here on the NFC, and that will be a touchback. And here comes the handyman. Maybe last chance to swing the momentum on their side of the ball, Hammer.
I'm sorry, right now we're going into the playoffs, Kevin, and we don't have the kicker's name on the roster list. Unbelievable. This is why we don't pay you yet.
And here we go. Handyman has time. He will toss it off the milkshake, even though he had people open farther downfield, and now 2nd and 16, Hammer.
Yeah, as we touched on in the first half, the Giants really only have 2 respectable passing options in their playbook. Phil Simms got to really pull a rabbit out of his hat if he wants to have success through the air.
That's what a zigzag there from the milkshake.
Yeah, he's deceptively shifty, you know. Imagine putting Barry Sanders' shoulders on Steve the Barncat Smith's thighs. I mean, he's an interestingly built and dynamic back.
And here the defense jumps the snap here on 3rd down, and the Heartbreaker will get credit, but it was really the whole defense that got through there, Hammer.
Yeah, candidate for Defensive Player of the Year pretty much every year. Reggie White has had a huge impact on this game already, and I'm sure he will continue to do so.
And here the punt almost gets blocked again, but we'll get it off, and what a kick here down to the 30. One defender there, a little bit of space for the returner. He will get out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, good punt. You know, they were deep in their end. He gets it out, gets it away before the blocker's able to get his fingertips on it. But they need not only a stop, they need a turnover and a score quickly.
And 3 scores, tough to overcome. This defense will have to do something. Dungeon Master from the shotgun, he's men downfield. He will find Clayton across the middle. That's Kitty Pool. Mark Kitty Pool Clayton for the first down. And still, looks like nothing can do to stop the Dungeon Master, Hammer.
No, he's been in the zone all day, Wingo. He's been making every throw he tries to throw. There, he zips one in perfectly to Mark Kitty Pool Clayton across the middle, pretty much uncovered.
And my goodness, who is there? It's not the Lions watching them, right? We made a comment about Barry Sanders. Our research is telling us, Hammer, that Thurman Thomas of the Buffalo Bills, the Train, and Barry, the Sultan Sanders, went to the same college at the same time, and I believe that was Oklahoma State?
Yes, that's right. I knew it was a Big 12 school. Though I was thinking Texas for some reason, but I knew that was wrong. Oklahoma State. That is pretty remarkable that those 2 backs graced the college field pretty much at the same time.
And the Dungeon Master throws that one, and it falls incomplete. 21-0 here in the 3rd quarter. And so we're just having some offhand here discussion with our stats and information guys here that we have.
Yeah, our few, what was I going to say? Nope, I don't remember.
Well, they're better than Kevin.
Yeah, oh, so that's what it was going to be about the game. Surprised the Packers were going to the air there to start that drive. I figured they would come out, pound the ball.
Oh, my!
Oh, Sam! I can't believe he got that punt off.
And somehow his leg flings the ball up into the air, into the end zone for a touchback. My goodness, that's unfortunate, because that could have really helped the Giants, Hammer.
Yeah, I thought that the punter took a shot there. I thought he was going to be brought down. It was going to be a turnover right around midfield for the Giants. Instead, he gets the punt off and actually booms it through the back of the end zone.
And here we go. We need something to happen. Ticks and ticks left. And across the middle to our harmonic, it will fall incomplete from the handyman. They need to start moving the ball, Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing doing for the Giants today. They came with the wrong scheme, the wrong playbook, and the Packers have just been the superior team in all facets of the game.
And here, the handoff or something. No, they're pitching it, and they had a man downfield. That handyman did not get it off, and the heartbreaker, I think, with number 5, Hammer. And he is breaking hearts everywhere across the metropolitan area tonight.
I mean, he's breaking the hearts of Giants fans. He's breaking the back and will and soul of Phil Handyman Sims. He is just a one-man wrecking crew today.
And our research person, the tech reviewer, has told, and here a sack gets a quick breakdown of the offensive line. A sack gets through their, Hammer. My goodness. What do you do if you're the Giants?
I mean, honestly, you tuck your tail between your... I don't know what that accent was or where it came from. You tuck your tail between your legs and you go home and... You know, you go golfing for a few months, then you come back next season and you try again. That's life in the NFL.
And here we have a chance of fumble. It bounces around. My goodness, what a bounce here. The Giants recover. And he will get it and be taken down at the 41-yard line.
Was that your attempt at reading his name?
Who knows what the rest of the letters were? It only showed the first 7.
There were a couple. Yeah.
Oh, these are all CPU players. These are coach controlled. We select the plays. The computer does it, so the decision making can be poor at times, Hammer.
Yeah, it's been frustrating all year, to say the least. The quarterbacks, they'll wait and let pressure collapse. They'll try to run the ball like that when they've got open receivers downfield, and they'll just frustrate the heck out of you.
And here we go, 4th quarter, up 3 scores. And so far in this Tecmo Super Bros opening wildcard weekend, Hammer, it's been very lopsided. Only one team has scored in each game. And here another fumble, and it'll go into the playing field, and then Packers recover. My goodness, Hammer.
Just as one glimmering light shines its little face on this game for the Giants, and they get the turnover on the punt return, the next play, they cough it right back up to the Packers. I mean, this is tough. This is hard to watch, Wingo.
And the Dungeon Master from the shotgun, they're throwing again, Hammer, and he has plenty of time, and he zings it to the covered close man where he had open far men downfield, Hammer.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't take the shot to go route again. It looked like they're going for the kill, going in the air, but then he checks it down to a covered man. Interesting play calling decision there for the Packers.
And here, 2nd and 10 for the Dungeon Master from the shotgun again, but it's going to be the little pitch to the running back up the middle. Who is that? That is Tenderloin Thompson, and that might be the first name we said his name today, Hammer.
Yeah, Daryl, the run game hasn't really been too much of a factor. I mean, Gumshoe's had a couple rushes off that right edge, but the Packers been primarily through the air. That's Daryl Tenderloin Thompson's first touch of the game.
And here, still up 3 scores coming from the shotgun is the Dungeon Master. He has time. He has men covered downfield. He will find... Who is that? That's Kitty Pool Clayton across the midfield for the first down, and time continues to click, and this is all but over, Hammer.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love the vision there from Dungeon Master as he steps up in the pocket. He's still looking downfield. That receiver was all the way across the field. Finds him, puts it on his chest.
And here they bring the reverse finally to go route. He has some room. He has the first down. He stays in bounds. And what a play. What timing for that one, Hammer.
Yeah, what a versatile player, too, Go Route Sharp is. You've seen him in the passing game so far. He's borderline impossible to cover on the go route. He's shifty and he's fast. And then they utilize him on that reverse a good bit, and he is a dangerous runner with the football.
And from the shotgun again, he finds Guru across the middle that does the Dungeon Master for another first down. We're below a minute 50. This game is all but over. Just a few ticks left, and trying to get out probably safe and healthy are the Packers, Hammer.
Yeah, just another display of go routes versatility there as they put him in the slot. And here, Giants with another strip.
And here the fumble and recovery. That is old macadamia nut. And I hit that right in the middle.
Yeah, Lawrence Taylor has been a non-factor this game. The Packers have come out with a good plan for containing him on that left edge of their, or right edge rather, of their offensive line, and they've executed it to a T.
And here's Handyman with 1:23 left, and what do you do other than throw it to Harmonica Jackson at the leaping catch at the 45, immediately taken down, and we're under a minute, Hammer. Maybe a couple plays left here for the Handyman.
Yeah, that's I mean, Harmonica Jackson's been doing that stuff, making catches like that week in and week out this season. He's a highlight reel, and he's going to be upset to be done playing football after this week.
And the Handyman, under pressure, finds What Is Love McCaffrey at the 24. The first time we said his name, and the first time the Giants seem like they're moving the ball effectively and continuously, Hammer.
I think this might just be a case of the Packers kind of letting off the gas, understanding that they have this one in the bag, and the Giants picking up some garbage yards here.
And Handyman has some time, throws it off to Milkshake for a 5-yard loss, and we have 13 ticks remaining, 11 left, last play of the game, Hammer. 21-0 from the Packers. They've controlled it almost end-to-end from the 3-and-out to the beginning to the sack here at the end. My goodness. Heartbreaker taking over in the long run, Hammer. Wow. What a display. What do you think if you're the rest of the NFC and you see this Packer team?
I mean, Tecmo Super Bros has had 2 blowouts here in the first round of the playoffs so far. I mean, Dungeon Master, almost 200 yards through the air. 3 touchdowns, all to Sterling Go Route Sharp. No, 2 touchdowns to Sterling Go Route Sharp, and I forgot about the punt block. But what I take from these 2 games so far is the Houston Oilers and the Dallas Cowboys are both up for a real good battle next week when these 2 teams that we've seen win walk into their house in the conference championship round.
And let's take a look at that second half highlight because I only clicked one and poorly clicked it at that. Get out probably safe and healthy are the Packers, Hammer.
Yeah, just another display of go routes versatility there as they put him in the slot. And here, Giants with another strip.
And here the fumble and recovery. That is old macadamia nut. And stick around for the next game of the schedule. Here the Broncos and the Chiefs, called by Dick Region and Taint Supper, as we pause for station identification.
Welcome back to the divisional playoff round of Tecmo Super Bros. We're back in the AFC. We're back with me, Dick Region, and of course, my longtime friend and colleague, Taint Supper Taint. We've got the Broncos and the Chiefs, AFC West teams matching up here in the first round of playoffs.
These teams got to play twice against one another in the regular season, and they said that wasn't enough. We got to do it again here in the postseason.
And sometimes these third matchups between teams they can get heated. These are division rivals. This should be a passionate and feisty playoff game here. As
that is a Dolphin.
The Dolphin Del Pino gets his hands on that kick return and takes it out to about the 19.
And those Chiefs, they did win the AFC West, so they are the team to beat the target, and so to speak, the Denver Broncos and Stagecoach are the underdog.
Yeah, the Kansas City Chiefs, somewhat of a well-oiled machine. The Broncos, ride or die by that man's hand right there. If he gets the job done and makes plays, they can keep up with anyone in the league, Taint.
And he can run around. He has the wheels, the legs to do it, but also the gunslinger, the arm mentality. My goodness.
And many say he's one of the best athletes to ever play the position. And here, they try to run him on the quarterback keeper, and he's brought down 7 yards in the backfield.
And this Chiefs defense, they are no fool, they know about the Stagecoach. They play him twice a year, Dick. They prepare for him. They are ready for him. They have their own package to deal with him.
It's tough for these teams to surprise each other when you see each other this often. And Papa Bear Bernstein gets hit with a check down pass from Stagecoach and then does the rest to pick up the sticks on that 2nd and long.
And this just might be the best game of decision making for the quarterbacks that we have seen so far in this postseason, Dick. Both teams, both quarterbacks are among the best decision makers they are.
Yeah, some of the best that this league has seen. You've got Joe the Barber Montana quarterbacking that Chiefs offense. He obviously won 4 championships back when he was with the San Francisco 49ers. John Elway, at this time in the league, was still looking for his first Super Bowl. Here he takes the snap out of shotgun, goes downfield. He's got Russell wide open. Derek the Hustle Russell gets caught by some Chiefs defenders just outside the 10.
And just the quick ball and recognition there from the Stagecoach, able to get rid of it and find the hustle. Here we go, Broncos.
Derek the Hustle Russell, a big play machine, as Papa Bear Bernstein gets the handoff up the middle, picks up 5 yards. What a tough run there, Taint.
And he was just battling through like a hog stuck in a jagged bush, but he got caught and taken down.
Chiefs defense swarmed to him there after he picked up 5. Here, Stagecoach calls a number on the sweep again, cuts it upfield, breaks a tackle. He's a hard runner. It worries this Denver crowd or the Denver fans rather, when he does it. But he's a competitor and he's a warrior out there.
And this Broncos team just plays with a grit that is led by Stagecoach, and you see it on him, and the rest of the offense follows because they don't want to think that quarterback tougher than me.
He really does put this team on his shoulders, and he'll lower the shoulder. And here, they run the ball on a 3rd and 1, and they're going to be dealt with a decision here, Taint. Do you go for it? Do you play the aggressive play, or do you take the 3 points?
Well, it is a tough call to make, a tough decision when they say, give us the points, give us the field goal, and he puts it down the middle. Yes, he does. 3-0, Dick, but we will see if that is the right choice here later.
Yeah, you could see Stagecoach upset on the sidelines. He loves to have the ball in his hands. He loves to be aggressive. And you got to sit down and talk with him earlier this week, Tank, about what it means to him to be playing in the playoffs in the NFL.
Well, he is just a great individual to talk to. His mindset, his focus right now is solely on helping his team win and be in the best possible position they can. And oh no!
And here Christian Mingle-Okoye makes a handful of men miss and gets out to the 40, a big 25-yard gain for the Chiefs.
And as I was saying, old Stagecoach, he knows where he is in his career, knows he is ready, He says he is prepared to take the reins and lead the stagecoach, but we will see here today.
He's done it all season so far, led them to a 9-7 record that was good enough to get them to the dance. And if you're playing well at the right time, you know, you can find your way in the Super Bowl here. Barry Blood Oath Ward finds a way to get across the 50 and pick up 11 to move the sticks.
And as much as some of these other nicknames from other teams that we have seen, the Giants and so forth, hold a special place in my heart, I somehow remember these Chiefs' names so good with Blood Oath, Christian Wingo, all these fellas.
I do believe we got a chance to call a decent number of Chiefs games in the second half of the season as they were in a race for the first seed in an AFC West battle for a little while. So we've seen these guys a few times too, which may be why they're still a little bit fresh in your mind, Taint.
Well, that is the great part about the Tecmo Super Bros flex scheduling at the end of the season. And we focused on those teams in the playoff race, in the wild card race, and we're still going to see here some of them because some of them made it here to the wild card.
Yeah, we do strive to bring you the best games that Tecmo Super Bros has to offer. And here, the Barber gives to Christian Mingle again off that right tackle side. There's a big hole, and he makes a nice move to the outside. Picks up about 15 yards.
And this Chiefs offense, their first try at it, their first crack at it, moving the ball effectively through the air on the ground is the Barber, and we got a game here, maybe, Dick.
Yeah, they're so well balanced, so disciplined. They can hurt you in every single way as Barry Blood Oath Ward breaks his way into the secondary again and gets inside the 10-yard line. The Chiefs threatening here halfway through the second quarter.
And Dick, I do not want to jinx anything, but we are 7 yards away from the first game that is not 0-0 or has a 0-0. He was so close.
You mean that both teams have scored?
Both teams have, that is the wording and the phrasing, yes.
Yeah, we've had 2 shutouts so far in the first round of the playoffs here of the Tecmo Super Bros 1991 playoffs. The Packers taking down the Giants 21-0, and the Colts losing to the Raiders. 2 impressive wins here as Barry Blood Oath Ward gets the ball again, but he's brought down in the backfield. It's going to be 3rd and 8, Taint.
And just a big, interesting decision. Maybe almost every play is available on the table right there, but what would you pick? Who would you pick? And here they picked Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle up the middle.
And now, Dick, they got a decision to make.
They've got a decision. Do they play the aggressive card? They've been moving the ball well, but if you don't score, the offense comes off the field with nothing, and that can be a morale. Can really knock down morale on the team.
And here they decide to kick, hoping to go even Stevens, and they stay evens. And Dick, I don't know. That seems to be a right decision. It may not be the only right decision, but it is a right decision.
Yeah, 2 good displays from the offenses there, 2 good drives. Just couldn't quite punch it in at the end, which you could say are good work by both defenses there to tighten up when they need to and keep the other team out of the end zone.
That bend but do not break, so to speak, from the defense is maybe why they got here, and just hope to be the rest of this game is what we're going to see.
Stagecoach here waits to the last second on 1st down and delivers a dart to... I'm not sure who that was.
I missed it too.
I missed it. Here he's in the gun again. Trips to the right, and up the gut comes the whole Chiefs offensive or defensive front, and Percy Snow is going to get credit with him.
That's Percy Jackson in the white snow there, Dick.
Sure was. He's a
There's
pretty
several
impressive
guys on this Chiefs defense with nicknames. It is just very surprising that we have other teams with no kickers and punters, but this team got a couple defenders, and here I know again.
Oh, Kevin, I don't get that kid. It's 4th and 10, and the Broncos look like they're going to send out the punt team here deep in their own end.
And 30 ticks left in this half, Dick, and looks like we may be going to the half 3-3.
I think there's... Yep, no, you're right. 20 ticks, you're right. I don't know why I thought there was more. Looks like the clock's
might
going to
even
tick
end
away here on the punt return. We are going to go to halftime 3-3. A little bit of excitement there. A couple big plays for each team, but they just weren't able to punch it in, Taint.
Each team moving the ball somewhat on some of their plays. One drive each, really, when you think about the scoring for the field goal. And just we got the dichotomy of the Broncos doing it all through the air, but the Chiefs doing it almost all on the ground. Both these teams, this competition is just great to see here, Dick. I can't wait for this second half.
Yeah, it's the AFC West matchup. Let's see the two highlights from that first half. Quarterbacking that Chiefs offense, he obviously won 4 championships back when he was with the San Francisco 49ers. John Elway, at this time in the league, was still looking for his first Super Bowl. Here he takes the snap out of the shotgun, goes downfield. He's got Russell wide open. Derek the Hustle Russell gets caught by some Chiefs defenders just outside the 10.
His focus right now is solely on helping his team win and be in the best possible position they can. And oh no!
And here Christian Mingle Okoye makes a handful of men miss and gets out to the 40. Back for the second half of this AFC divisional round matchup, tied 3-3 between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Two completely different stories on offense. Kansas City getting it done on the ground. Broncos only through the air in Stagecoach. How do you see these teams changing going into the second half, Tank?
Well, here, if I am the team, I am pretty much telling my team just to do the same thing. You know, we are 3-3. We are in a battle. It's going to be mono. You are going to have to beat your other guy. You know, you got to be the Gator or the Hog. Which one you going to be? You got to be the Gator. That's what I'm telling you. Be the Gator.
The Barber here brought down by some Gators himself. That's Shane Dronett with his first sack of the game, making a big play there as the Chiefs looking to build momentum here early in the second half.
And you just have to build momentum now. These Chiefs offense, you have the ball, don't give it away, but, you know, again, oh no.
The Barber with a quick release under duress. Couldn't quite fit it in the window he'd meant to.
And a 3 and out there, Dick. That's not good. That's not good.
No, unless you're a Denver Bronco, that's exactly what they drew up on the board. Here, the punt nearly blocked as he gets it away to Derek the Hustle Russell, who's going to take it just inside his 20. Tries to shift to the outside with a good open field tackle there.
And here we go, Dick. Now there's a big opportunity right here for this offense and Stagecoach, and you know they can take control.
If they can go down and score, especially putting the ball in the end zone here, they'll really take control of this game. But instead, an 11-yard sack from Percy and the White and the Jackson. What is it?
Percy Jackson and the white snow.
Percy Jackson and the white snow.
It's a mouthful. It is good, but we've had this conversation, Kevin. It's a syllable thing. It's just a number of syllable thing.
Yeah, you know, that's a lot. Is it a nickname? Could you just call him Jackson in the White? You know what I mean?
Like, why don't we just call him Percy then, you know? And
here, downfield, Stagecoach trusts his arm strength a little bit too much sometimes. Tries to squeeze it. Actually, nearly did just outside the outstretched hand of that defensive back.
And now here we go, Dick. 3rd and long from this offense, facing down a 3rd and out. These defenses came to play 3-3. We almost halfway here through the 3rd quarter.
And neither offense really able to move the ball here so far in the second half. Stagecoach back across the middle and into coverage when he had a couple guys standing right in front of him, hands up, screaming for the ball. Interesting decision there.
And I don't know what is going on now, if the bat is out of the belfry, but Stagecoach, his decision making just went downhill throughout this game.
Yeah, you know, maybe the pressure of being in the playoffs is getting to him. Looks like he's trying to make difficult throws rather than just take what's given to him here.
It's trying to do too much, Dick.
That's exactly what it looks like. Taint here. Carter doing a lot, breaking a couple tackles and picking up 23 on the punt return to give these Chiefs really good field position here, heading toward the fourth quarter.
And that's what they need. The Barber needs to capitalize. Here we go from the 40. Great field position.
The Barber gives off the right again. That play's had success many times. Christian Mingle makes a couple moves. I feel like that play's picked up 15 yards every time they've run it, Taint.
Well, it is just the defense keying off on some other things and unprepared. I don't know. But Christian Mingle getting some yardage.
He's having a great day on the ground as the Barber comes out in the single back, and he's going to be pressured immediately. Broncos defense come up with a big-time sack. That's John Sullins bringing him down.
And the chess match between these coordinators on offense and defense on both sides, third time meeting each other, Dick. This is just one of the fun things to watch.
It really is. Great minds going at it here. These coordinators see each other twice a year, and when you see each other 3 times, you've really got to start to get creative to surprise your opponent and to catch them off guard. And here, you know, there's been stretches of success for both offenses and a couple 3-and-outs as well. It's an interesting dynamic.
And this defense is right here in this second half have come out to play, Dick. These offenses have been much ado about nothing.
They sure have, and this defense of the Broncos pushed the Chiefs back across midfield. They're going to be forced to punt here as we tick in to the fourth quarter. This ought to be the last play of the third as Brian Bowtie Barker boots this one into the back of the end zone.
And that's doing it for the quarter, Dick. We headed into the fourth, 3-3. What a game. What a game.
What a game indeed, Taint.
Imagine if one of those teams had decided not to kick the field goal where we could be at in this game, whether or not they scored or did not score. Wait, as they say.
It is interesting to look back and think, what if one of these teams had gone? It could be 3-0, it could be 7-0, it could be a completely different ball game here. The stagecoach is going to look downfield and it's going to use the animation. Usually that means it's going to be
great camera work.
Good throw. Doesn't it usually mean that?
No.
No, it just comes up randomly.
Yeah, I don't know. There is a certain percentage, but there's also just like an under pressureness of the throw, I believe, too.
Stagecoach there misses his man, throws it way out of bounds. Here, Mountain Goat Rivers around the outside, picks up 8.
He had space, Dick, looked like he has room, but somehow he was taken down before the first down, Dick.
There he was.
It is 3rd and 1.
Looked like he was going to make it to the chains there, but a good tackle, good pursuit there. Stagecoach fakes it to him this time. He's got a couple men open. He finds the hustle Russell just on this side of the 50, and he's going to scamper across and into Chiefs territory.
And here we go, Stagecoach making a move here in the fourth quarter, 3:30 to play, Dick. They score, there's not going to be much time left here for the Chiefs.
This is a time of the game where the good quarterbacks get separated from the great quarterbacks, and the greats get separated from the all-time greats. And John Elway's trying to be an all-time great. Let's see if he can lead his way. Should I say trying to be or is? Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's not
really
1991.
Does not matter.
Right. That's not, of course. Your Stagecoach downfield into coverage. Dale Carter's going to intercept it just outside the Chiefs' 20. Huge turnover here in the fourth.
My goodness, Dick, it is 3-3 now. Just as the Broncos were threatening, the Chiefs say no, and out comes the Barber.
And the Barber's going to give here to Christian Mingle, who sheds 2 tacklers and breaks free and gets near the 50-yard line. That's a big 26-yard run on first down for Christian Mingle.
And they have just had no answer on the Broncos defense for this Chiefs running game. These running backs out there like they're carrying hooch, Dick.
Yeah, Christian Mingle for sure. Very blood oath warrior's got his hands on the ball a couple times, but my goodness, has Christian Mingle had an incredible game so far.
and wonder if they just gonna keep on riding him, try to get some time, try to get in position for a field goal to take this one.
They hand it off to him again up the middle. Can he break a tackle again? There's green pastures ahead. No, he picks up the chains, though.
My goodness, it looked like he was maybe one man away from sealing it, Dick, from having a big one there.
Yeah, I thought he might break that one, which could have been curtains for the Broncos here. They give it to him up the middle again. He does break a tackle. What a display of running here from Christian Mingo Okoye, who gets inside the 20.
And who we dig, this team is just taking over this line. They are chewing on ham hocks right now, just going down a hill and enjoying themselves.
It seems like they knew that the Broncos very below the horn off the right side to give the Chiefs a lead in this playoff game.
That one seems like it caught you off guard, Dick, just like it caught the Broncos defense off guard.
Well, I yawned, and it really threw me off my game for a minute. I was upset at the display of lack of professionalism that I showed, and then the Chiefs right after that go with the handoff. I'm also just perplexed by the coordinator of the Broncos' decisions. Going up against this Chiefs team who has run the ball all over them. They just don't seem to put men in the box and try to stop that run game.
And what do you do here, Dick? 35 ticks left. The stagecoach has engineered some things, but I don't know if there's the time to even get down the field.
No, I mean, 35 seconds. He's got 2 plays at the most. He's got a little bit of time here. Instead of going downfield, though, he throws it across the field, and that's going to fall incomplete. And then with the Chiefs kind of able to camp on the best play. Then,
well, do they or do they? Uh-oh. And here we go. Maybe the last play, if it is caught or a sack.
And across the middle.
And it is both, sort of.
It's intercepted by Tracy Hand Sanitizer Simeon. The Chiefs are going to take this divisional round matchup 10-3, or rather, in a couple moments of excitement here in this game. But sometimes you just got two good teams, 2 good defenses, 2 teams that have played each other twice already this season. You get a tight game like this, and Christian Mingo Okoye again up the middle to end this game. He's got to be close to 150 yards on the day, Taint.
And hats off to that offensive line. My goodness, Christian Mingo Okoye, 11 runs, 154. Who they just rode him to the touchdown, to the score, to the game winner here, Dick. Not even a reception, a pass registered for the Chiefs, for the Barber. They won on the back of Christian Mingo and their defense. My goodness. What a Gator wants, a Gator gets.
What an incredible scheme to just run the ball the entire game. No throws when you've got the Barber as your quarterback. A little bit of excitement in the second half. Let's take a look at how it went down.
3rd and 1.
Looked like he was going to make it to the chains there, but a good tackle, good pursuit there. Stagecoach fakes it to him this time. He's got a couple men open. He finds the hustle Russell just on this side of the 50, and he's going to scamper across and into Chiefs territory. Or is like, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it's not
really
1991.
Does not matter.
Right. That's not, of course. Your Stagecoach downfield into coverage. Dale Carter's going to intercept it just outside the Chiefs 20. Huge turnover here in the 4th.
And out comes the Barber.
And the Barber's going to give here to Christian Mingo Okoye, who sheds 2 blockers, or tacklers rather, and breaks free and gets near the 50-yard line. That's a big 26-yard run on 1st down for Christian Mingo Okoye.
And one man away from sealing it, Dick, from having a big one there.
Yeah, I thought he might break that one, which could have been curtains for the Broncos here. They give it to him up the middle again. He does break a tackle. What a display of running here from Christian Mingo Okoye, who gets inside the 20.
Chewing on ham hocks right now, just going down a hill and enjoying themselves.
It seems like they knew that the Broncos very below the horn off the right side to give the Chiefs a lead in this playoff game.
right, Hammer. Game 4, last game of the Tecmo Super Bros first week of the playoffs, NFC playoffs. Detroit Lions, Minnesota Vikings, NFC Central matchup. Hammer, great game. What do you expect to see from this one?
You know, I expect to see two tough-nosed, teams from that gritty NFC North just come to battle. That's what playoff football is. It's my favorite time of year, my favorite part of the season. Win or go home. And these two teams have seen each other twice already this year, and they were great games. I expect we're going to get a third one here.
And Jason the Mousetrap Hansen kicking off to Darren Porterhouse Nelson, who will take it in the end zone for a touchback. And just great to see a kicker and a returner there, both with nicknames, Hammer.
Yeah, you never know what Kevin's going to have ready for us on these roster sheets. And today, he looks like he brought his A game here, Wingo.
And here on the first play is the handoff. Who is that? That's Terry Longhaul Allen from the Piano Man. And good to see the linesman getting out on the first play, marking it first down. They're involved today, Hammer.
Yeah, the chain gang getting out there, getting their feet moving, getting into this game already. And it's a good start here for the Vikings offense.
And what do you expect from these two teams as a matchup, Hammer? The Vikings can be a hard team to sometimes get moving on offense, and then the Lions have the salt and bite. Here, the pass downfield falls into the hands of Chris Treasure Map Carter.
Yeah, I think the Vikings would take insult to
That might have been Anthony Morse Code Carter. There's two Carters.
Yeah, I think 81 is Morse code.
It was Morse code. It was Morse code.
Yeah, that's two great weapons there for Jim Piano Man McMahon. There is two Carters on the outside. They are dangerous.
And the Piano Man under center, dropping back as three-man wide. He has some people open, Hammer. He throws it way downfield. That's a treasure map. Diving, falling, incomplete at the 5.
Yeah, this time he looks away the treasure map. He's been his best receiver all year, one of the top 10 in the NFL. And the Vikings coming out gunslinging, coming out taking shots. You love to see that in the playoff game.
And here we go. Third down here for the Vikings. They pitch. No, it's second down in the
Long haul.
And Longhaul gets it around the outside for a nice, it'll be 3rd and 4 here now for the Piano Man.
Yeah, that fake reverse to the treasure map really kind of froze the defense, and it kind of froze you there, Wingo.
I think my partner Dick Region left some tongue twisties here in the chair when I took over.
Yeah, he just struggled his way through the end of that last game. It seemed like, sometimes a game that's 3-3 can lull you a little bit, but yeah, I'm sure Dick's upset about that one.
I remember back in the finals of the Canadian Football League in '78, Hammer. I think you were there. I don't remember, but I got the tongue twisties so bad they didn't even let me announce the final game.
I was there, Wingo, but I was there as a 16-year-old coming to watch the Toronto Argonauts win their 6th championship. And I tell you what, me and my father, we loved to watch football of any kind. And we did go across the border a couple times. And the Argonauts, I support them to this day.
Well, that's amazing. A U.S. fella enjoying the Canadian football. And here the piano line finds Morse code at the 10. He'll be taken down to the 6. And the Vikings are threatening here, Hammer.
Yeah, they sure are.
Why?
As I said earlier, they take an insult probably to what you were saying earlier about not a dangerous offense. They can be.
And here's the Piano Man from the 7. He hands off to that is Longhaul, and he will get into the end zone. 7-0 Vikings.
It's just a beautifully balanced attack on that drive from the Minnesota Vikings. He's got it done through the air, got it done on the ground. And the Lions, they better hope that Barry the Sultan Sanders has a good day, because it looks like the Vikings came to play.
And the Busboy hasn't got the ball yet, though, Hammer, right?
No, that was a good.
That's a great drive there from the Piano Man.
From the Piano Man.
And here we go. That is Mel Tollbooth Gray on the return there, Hammer, and actually that one feels like kind of a OG name as well.
Yeah, the Lions names have been around for a while. We've been using these guys for quite some time, and they also, we were lucky enough to cover that NFC North race a lot toward the end of the season here as John Randall nearly brings him down for a safety.
And the bus boy looked like he had time and some receivers open Hammer, but somehow did not get rid of it. And we might not see the decision making that we saw from the stagecoach and the other guy from that last game. And here the safety, my goodness, the defense jumps the play, the Sultan will be tackled.
Yeah, you can tell the Vikings are hungry. They're fired up, and you could see the shoulders deflate over there on that Lions sideline right there when they brought Barry the Sultan Sanders down in the backfield for safety. You can just see how that offensive line completely breaks down. I'm not sure why they went with a toss on their own 2-yard line.
You don't like the call?
I personally don't like the call. I think that's risky to toss it that far behind the line. Here, though, into coverage.
And a first down catch there from the Piano Man to Rocket Man. And these Vikings trying to put it away early, Hammer.
Yeah, Roger Rocket Man Craig, he's a dynamic back. He'll catch a lot of balls out of the backfield. And Jim the Piano Man McMahon will look for him as a check down.
And the Piano Man has time. He sees downfield. Who is that? That is Morse code. And he will cross into the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings!
Yeah, this could be our third blowout of this wild card weekend here, Wingo. The Vikings, they are showing up today, and the Lions better hold on to their hats. They better strap in, and they better get something figured out if they want to make this a contest as we head toward the end of the first quarter.
And that is 16-0, kind of 3 scores the easy way when you think about it, Hammer. As there are no 2-point conversions, the Lions return it to the 15. We head to the second quarter. Not the stat line if you want to see if you're the Lion faithful.
Absolutely not. This is not the first quarter you want to see at all. But if they put points on the board, there is still time. They just got to find a way to get a stop on defense.
And again, the defense jumps upon the Sultan. These teams see each other twice a year, Hammer. There must be something this defense is recognizing of when the Sultan is going to get the ball.
The funny thing is I've been picking the plays as though the things were opposite.
Oh, that's what happened. I did this. And here the ball gets off way downfield to Monster Cheese, and
wow,
he'll catch it. My goodness, Hammer, what a throw and catch.
That is exactly what this Lions team needed. A big play, a downfield heave from Rodney Busboy Pete. Wow, what a play. And what a great catch by that receiver in traffic.
And really, if you think about it, Hammer, one score and the momentum may shift enough that we get close. And here the Sultan from the best play makes one man miss at the 30, a little juke at the 20, a diving personal miss, and he gets the 7. Hammer. What a run.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time. I mean, Barry the Sultan Sanders is dangerous every single time he gets his hands on the ball. And here he breaks free, runs for about 40 down to the 6 of the Vikings.
And the busboy 4-man wide will pitch it to the Sultan. He has a little room, but will get caught at the line of scrimmage for a no-yard gain.
I thought the Sultan was going to be able to take an angle at the pylon there, maybe dive in. Instead, he cuts it north and south.
It looked like he had room, Hammer. And here, the busboy calls his own number and loops around. It looked like he maybe had space and a blocker. Neither worked out, Hammer, and it is 3rd and 7 for the Lions.
Yeah, interesting spot on the field here. You're almost too close to want to throw the ball, but a little too far out to trust the Sultan to get all the way in on a run play. Here, they're going to toss it to him, and the Vikings defense all over it.
And here the bus boy pitches to the Sultan for the loss, Hammer. 4th down. It looks like there is some deliberation, but here comes the Faywall team.
Well, so the thought process behind that, Wingo, is that they need 3 anyway. They need stops, and they need that field goal to get over 16. They still need 2 touchdowns, but take the 3 points. Still need the 2 touchdowns. Main thing, you need stops on defense.
And here's Mousetrap on the... Yes, he is going to kick it all the way off. Sometimes you might expect an onside kick. And here comes Porterhouse on the return. Makes one man miss. He breaks across the 30 and will be quickly taken down.
It's a nice return there from Porterhouse. Oh, man. Every time I hear the word Porterhouse, my mouth just starts watering, Wingo. Man. You go for a steak.
Well, here's the thing about a porterhouse hammer. Not only is it a great cut of meat, but it also tests the ability of the cook. And here the throw from the piano man to Morse code gets caught. What a diving catch, Hammer.
Yeah, beautiful throw. Better catch. Morse code. Been the favorite target so far today of Jim the Piano Man McMahon. He's come down with the ball just about every time he's gone his way.
And the piano man under center, he is too wide. He hands it off, but the defense jumps the snap hammer, and it'll be 2nd and 16.
Yeah, they were all over that play. 6 yards deep in the backfield. Long haul had nowhere to go.
And here we go. On top of the shield is the pitch, is the reverse, is the flea fickler, and the pass comes out, and it will go through the defender's arms and be caught by Long Haul. My goodness, Hammer.
Wow, Wingo. First of all, to be up by 2 scores and run a reverse flea flicker is absolutely, that's borderline bonkers. The risk of turnover on a play like this is so high. Here, you see the piano man. He's going to toss it. Could easily fumble that. They run the reverse. They toss it back and then just fits it just over the fingertips of that leaping linebacker into the hands of Terry Long Haul Allen. To tell you what, these Vikings are playing an exciting brand of ball today, Wingo.
They're out there having fun, Hammer. You can see the smile on the piano man. Here it is again, the pitch, the reverse. My goodness,
Back to
they're just
back.
showing off.
I can't believe they did that. My God.
What a throw and catch there from the piano man to Morse code Hammer. As once the Lions thought maybe we are getting back into this game, the Vikings say, "Woo, no, you are not."
I don't think I've ever seen the same trick play run on back-to-back plays, Wingo. What a gutsy call, what a gutsy move by that Vikings coordinator, and what execution both times by everyone involved. The line protected, so he had time. The receivers got open, and the running back did his job. Just wow.
But as a defensive coordinator, Hammer, how would you ever pick that play again after it had been just ran against you?
You simply couldn't expect it. You couldn't expect that play. That's how I would almost call that coordinating right there genius by the offensive coordinator. You know, it's been an absolutely one-sided first half. We pull up the stats here. Thank you, Kevin. The Vikings, through the air and off the hands of Jim, the Piano Man McMahon, and into the hands of Anthony Morse Code Carter. That's how their offense has gone. Terry Long Haul Allen's helping to balance out a little bit. The Sultan, he broke free once, but I mean, this game's just about cooked, Wingo.
And let's take a look at those first half highlights, Hammer.
As I said earlier, they take an insult probably to what you were saying earlier about not a dangerous offense. They can be.
And here's the piano man from the 7. He hands off to that is Long Haul, and he will get into the end zone. 7-0 Vikings.
Back. He'll catch a lot of balls out of the backfield, and Jim the Piano Man McMahon will look for him as a check down.
And the piano man has time. He sees downfield. Who is that? That is Morse code, and he will cross into the end zone. Touchdown Vikings. He had time and some receivers open the Hammer, but somehow did not get rid of it. And we might not see the decision-making that we saw from the stagecoach and the other guy from that last game. And here the safety, my goodness, the defense jumps the play. The Sultan will be tackled. When the Sultan is going to get the ball.
The funny thing is I've been picking I forgot. I've been picking the plays as though the things were opposite.
Oh, that's what happened. I did this. And here the ball gets off way downfield to Monster Cheese, and he will catch it. My goodness, Hammer, what a throw and catch.
That busboy P. Wow, what a play. And what a great catch by that receiver in traffic.
And really, if you think about it, Hammer, one score and the momentum may shift enough that we get close. And here the Sultan from the best play makes one man miss at the 30, a little juke at the 20, a diving personal miss, and he gets the 7. Hammer, what a run.
Oh, man. You go for a steak.
Well, here's the thing about a porterhouse, Hammer. Not only is it a great cut of meat, but it also tests the ability of the cook. And here the throw from the piano man to Morse code gets caught. What a diving catch, Hammer. And he'll be 2nd and 16.
Yeah, they were all over that play. 6 yards deep in the backfield. Long haul had nowhere to go.
And here we go. On top of the shield is the pitch, is the reverse, is the flea fickler, and the pass comes out, and it will go through the defender's arms and be caught by Long. Oh my goodness, Hammer.
Wow. I tell you what, these Vikings are playing an exciting brand of ball today. Wingo.
They're out there having fun, Hammer. You can see the smile on the piano man. Here it is again, the pitch, the reverse. My goodness,
Back
they're
to
just
back.
showing off.
I can't believe they did that. My God. Did that. My God.
What a throw and catch there from the piano man to Morse code, Hammer. As once the Lions thought maybe we are getting back into this game, the Vikings say, woo-loo-loo, no you are not. And here we go, second half, Hammer, Vikings, Lions, 23-3. Is there any hope for the Lions?
I don't know, Wingo. It's tough because you want to get the ball in the hands of your best player, Barry the Sultan Sanders. But really, your biggest enemy right now is the time. One thing's working for the Lions offense now is they do have a good passing playbook. They've got options. They've got downfield routes. Here, the Sultan misses the lane completely.
Looked like the Sultan had innumerable yards in front of him, and Hammer, that he was unable to cash in on because he ran into the line. And here we go, Busboy has some time, men are covered, he throws to one of them, and it will fall incomplete.
Yeah, it looked like he maybe had one option out there, one guy who had slipped free from the coverage a little bit, tries to fit it in a tight window there, and it's swatted away.
And here, 3rd and 10, first drive of the second half, Hammer, a lot riding on this. The defender gets through, he drops it off, looking for this soul, and it will fall and be intercepted. Oh no.
Yeah, that'll do it there. The Lions needed to score, and they needed to get a handful of stops here in the second half. That interception and turnover there is just about put the fork in them.
Well, Hammer, on the list of everything that you would want to happen on that first drive as a Lion, how low is turning the ball over?
On the list of things you would want to happen?
Yes.
That's at the bottom. That would be at the bottom. The only thing worse is somehow letting them score like a pick six or a block punt, scoop and score, or a strip fumble. But giving them the ball is never good.
And the Vikings are threatening now to open the second half here, Hammer. The piano man has time. He has men downfield. He makes a few men miss. He's running on his own, and he almost made that person miss at the 9, Hammer. And it'll be 2nd and 1.
A little bit of an impressive scoot there from the piano man. Looked a little bit faster than I thought he was. So good for him. You know, you see the guys on the sideline love it. You know, when you got your pocket passer out there picking up some yards with his feet. The team always gets a little bit of a boost out of that.
And the Piano Man gives this one to Long Haul, and he'll be taken down right at the line for the first down, and he will not make it according to the Chain Gang.
Yeah, Chain Gang getting out there again, getting their money's worth, their paycheck's worth this week. Here is the Lions really aren't getting their paychecks worth. They never showed up today, Wingo.
Well, okay. And here the Piano Man hands off the Long Haul again. He has some blocking, has a little bit of space, and we'll get to the 2-yard line and the first down and 1st and 2 Hammer, and time continues to tick away, but the Vikings quickly pick their play.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Looks like they almost maybe forgot how the clock operates in this game, that it does run for a little while and then stop when you pick the play, but no matter.
And touchdown from Roger Rocketman Craig, and here we go, Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, we thought we had blowouts in those first couple games of the divisional round, Wingo. This is on another level. We've still got 2 minutes left in the third quarter, mind you, and it is 30-3 in this divisional matchup.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what a victory in this game means, Hammer, because it means you earn the right to go play the San Francisco 49ers. And a lot of people are picking them as their Super Bowl favorite. I mean, easily, kind of based on what they did in the regular season, Hammer.
Yeah, I believe they went 15-1 this year, did they not?
It was either that or 14-2. I can't quite. I haven't looked at it, and Kevin should have it in front of us. We have people in the chat that cannot check it at all, but could tell us.
Yeah, Munster Cheese there with a beautiful catch. But yeah, these 49ers are just a different breed. They are so well-rounded, so dangerous, so dynamic in every single facet of the game. And I know these Vikings put on a clinic today, but, I mean, the Lions are beat up. They're banged up from that NFC North matchup. Here's the Sultan, though.
The Sultan, some space off the bottom side. A quick 24-yard gain, but this is way too little, way too late here for the Lions. I mean, we're talking here 4 scores, Hammer, in 6 minutes.
Yeah, it's pretty much undoable, which is strange to say because the Vikings did it in the first half. So I guess technically the Lions could, but not with Sultan running with vision like that.
And again, the best play in the game, innumerable yards in front of him, and the Sultan runs into his lineman. The bus boy doesn't know what to do, not under pressure, but now under pressure because he waited forever and did not throw it. My goodness, Hammer, and if you look on the sideline over there of the Lions, there is some sadness.
Yeah, there's some heads hanging over there on the bench of the Lions. Sultan's still working hard and competing out there, but these guys have known their fate since about the second quarter started.
And that's another timeout to get one more play off in the third quarter, Hammer. That's kind of an interesting coaching decision there.
Yeah, they're just trying to save as many seconds as they can. They know the clock's their enemy, the busboy here.
And the busboy on 4th down, instead of throwing it downfield to a person that is beyond the first down, Hammer, elects to run it on his own and will be tackled and not make it and turn the ball over on downs. Piano Man and the Vikings take over to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we've seen... Go ahead. You keep going.
No, it's okay. And here the Piano Man finds Rocket Man across the middle. He goes across the shield, across midfield, 4:30 to play. The Vikings in control, Hammer. And all that is left is what hotel are they going to stay in San Francisco?
Yeah, that's true. You know, San Francisco is a beautiful city. I love traveling to San Francisco and playing the 49ers. Not so much playing the 49ers because they've always been a great team and we would struggle against them. But the city is beautiful. The people are great. And the Vikings, they're going to hope to go out there and get another W and just keep progressing toward the Super Bowl.
I understand, Hammer. You know, a couple of years ago at Candlestick Park, when the earthquake hit, you were actually in the stadium. What did that feel like to be in that presence of all the people in like that huge of a structure and an earthquake?
It was funny. It was actually not for a game that day. I was there shooting a commercial for Pepsi. And yes, there was a good group of people there, and I remember us all being incredibly terrified when the earth started shaking. It really felt like the stadium might collapse under our feet, but luckily it didn't, and we were able to get a good take.
And now 4th down here for the Vikings. Time ticking away. Not much left for the bus boy and the Lions to do when they get the ball back here, Hammer. But it's coming out for pride, coming out for a contract, and coming out playing for next year.
Yeah, it's all those things, and it's coming out to not give up on the guy next to you. You know, you've been working all year, and your teammates have been working all year together, trying to get to this point, trying to give yourselves a shot in the playoffs. And sure, they've got some injuries, they've got some banged up guys, but they're all going to be really upset to go out this way. You want to come out and compete with your teammates until the very end.
And the bus boy dumps it off to a short receiver, and it will fall incomplete, Hammer. And, you know, there's just not much emotion or motivation right now on the face of these Detroit Lions. And here the pass falls incomplete. Bus boy looking for monster cheese.
Yeah, it's tough to not look deflated and defeated and demoralized when you've come out and performed this way in a winner-go-home game, and you've known for half the game that you're probably going home, and now as the clock ticking away, it just sets in more and more.
And here a quick pitch to the Sultan gets a quick 9 yards, 4th and 1, and they will obviously go for it here, Hammer. A quick 9 yards there, and not that they didn't go to him, but the Sultan did not really have a factor in this game.
No, the Vikings did a good job bottling up. He kind of had an off game, honestly, though. If what I'm seeing, I'll have to go back and look at the tape, really analyze what the Sultan was seeing out there. But it looked like he missed some gaps and missed some opportunities for yards that maybe could have. I don't know if it would have changed the outcome of this game, but it could have helped the Lions.
And here's the Piano Man coming out under center at a home, Hammer, winning in the playoffs with time being ready to expire. Is there really any other better feeling?
No, there really isn't, Wingo. I mean, the place will be as loud as it's been all year. Everyone will be on their feet in that crowd. They know you've just extended your chances going and playing for the Lombardi Trophy. It's what we're all playing for out here, and they can see that their team's hungry. You know, it's a good environment here right now, and these fans, they think this team can do it.
And Hammer, are you surprised to see the Piano Man, the Vikings, passing here every through up to this play? But here he has men downfield. He finds him, he's diving, incomplete, and that may have ended the game, Hammer, but they could have ran the ball in any one of those plays.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the coordinator's thinking or doing right now. It's just stopping the clock. They're up. It's kind of tasteless as a coach to go out there and try to run up the clock like they are.
And they're making a decision like they're actually going to punt the ball. I don't know, Hammer, what is going on. They're coming out with the offense at the 39. Now, this is divisional, so these guys do not like each other. And you can see after that jawing and after that breakthrough, the coaches are even jawing each other. The players are jawing at each other. And my goodness, the refs are separating them, Hammer. 30-3, playoffs are ending, and wow.
Yeah, when you're a coach that's down 30-3, you know, you'll take a little bit of offense to a coach coming out and just leaving the offense on the field and trying to score on you like that. I am excited to see the handshake after the game, but I am not excited to see that. That's not what you want to see at all. The Sultan. Oh, gosh.
And on the last play of the game almost, Hammer, the Sultan, they're just trying to run it out, and my goodness, his knee, his leg. And as late as we are in the year, I hope he's going to be able to ready to be played for next season.
As much as it hurts to lose this game, this franchise can't afford to lose Barry the Sultan Sanders for next season, so I hope he has a quick recovery. And there, just another turnover to really sum up this game as the Minnesota Vikings absolutely destroyed the Detroit Lions. Jim McMahon, what a display. And Hope for a quick recovery from the Sultan.
And let's take a look at those second half highlights, Hammer.
Tries to fit it in a tight window there, and it's swatted away.
And here are 3rd and 10, first drive of the second half, Hammer. A lot riding on this. The defender gets through. He drops it off, looking for this soul, and it will fall and be intercepted. Oh, no.
Yeah.
To the 2-yard line, and the first down and 1st and 2, Hammer, and time continues to tick away, but the Vikings quickly pick their play.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Looks like they almost maybe forgot how the clock operates in this game, that it does run for a little while and then stop when you pick a play, but no matter.
And touchdown from Roger Rocketman Craig, and here we go, Vikings.
And yes, there was a good group of people there, and I remember us all being incredibly terrified when the earth started shaking. It really felt like the stadium might collapse under our feet, but luckily it didn't, and we were able to get a good take.
And tune in next week for the exciting, even though they called it divisional this week, it was wild card this week, divisional playoffs, Oilers, Raiders, Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Vikings, 49ers, Tecmo Super Bros, the road to the Tecmo Super Bros Super Bowl. We'll see you all next week.